What's up, guys? Morrow actually asked a good question, is what future mods do I have planned for this bike? I really don't know at this point. The problem is, actually, let me show you. One is the engine sound, and it's on the other side, but if I listen between, like right here, right next to the frame, I can hear it. And it's a disturbing enough ticking sound or tapping. I don't know what it is, and until I really get into the engine, again, get the valve cover off, get in there and start looking and seeing, make sure it's nothing major. You know, everything I have planned for this bike is on hold. I'm hoping not to need a different engine. I'm hoping nothing got screwed up to that point. It's nothing that seems to be getting worse, but it's there, and it's concerning enough to where I haven't been riding that much because of it. I've cut back, I should say, a little bit on how much I'm riding her until I can get in there. And I've really just been waiting for crappy weather before I want to dig in. It's going to have to come in the next probably few weeks to where I tear into her. And I will try to get as much of that on video as I can so that, you know, anybody that wants to do this in the future, you know, really tear into their bikes and figure out how to get into it to where you'll somewhat know how. If I do anything, I would love to, of course, finish my paint job. I do have a crack in one of my plastics, and this has been here since I bought the bike. When I painted it, I plastic welded all this, and then as I went to go put it on, I think I pulled right here to get it to slide over. Just a little bit too much. It seems like it snagged on something too, and next thing I knew, it cracked to where it is now. And nothing pisses you off quite like doing that much work and then having that happen. But I mean, the only things I really plan, of course, finish the paint job. Maybe a new set of forks. I'd love to do, I will at some point do a new master, or at least rebuild this one, rebuild the calipers. They all need rebuilt. They all have probably 45,000 miles on it. It's not really a mod, but it is something that needs done. A caliper rebuild maybe in store. I may consider switching out to something different, maybe. But to do that, I'd love to do radials. I'd love to do a radial master, a radial Brembo master, but that does involve switching out the forks. And it's not something cheap to do. A decent set of straight forks with triples and everything, you're usually looking at $500-600. Not including calipers, lines, everything else. Although the lines, I have a feeling I can reuse the ones I have, maybe. But, I mean, you're looking at a $1,000 modification just to switch out forks. I looked into some wheels. I was on Core Moto's website, and they still have wheels available for the 954. It's something I may consider. But honestly, she's about to the point where I want her to be. Probably at some point powder coat the swing arm black. But there's not a lot I want to do to her, and that's the problem, is I'm limited on what I even want to do at this point. Wheels, you know, get the wheels either redone or replaced. Again, maybe with stock 954 wheels, maybe with a nice set, but $2,000 is a lot to drop on a set of wheels. Really, the biggest thing I want to do is start tearing her down, massively tearing her down, replacing worn out bits, cleaning stuff up. The front hugger has been broken since I've had her. So that's something I'd like to replace, along with the tail plastic where it's cracked. You know, the upper's fine, the side plastics are fine. The tank's got a couple of dents, nothing that's, you know, prohibitive as far as just making her nice. But the ultimate goal would be to get something a little bit newer, definitely less mileage. And I don't want to say turn her into a show bike, but like events. Just not your daily rider, you know, like that nice car that you drive on the weekends versus your normal everyday driver. That's what I'd like to get her to be. I don't have any intentions on getting rid of her. I'd like to like powder coat the frame again. I'm sure you can see all the nastiness that's on there. It's just stuff that builds up over years and years and years. You know, I'd like to strip it and get it repowder coated. You know, powder coat, like I said, the swing arm. You know, if you did watch the Core Moto brake line review, those are Core Moto brake line, and these really haven't been cleaned up. I cleaned the bike yesterday, but I didn't go like into detail cleaning, as you can see. You can see the Core brake lines again. That's your end pieces. You can choose your color on that. You can choose your color on these little collars right here, and then your lines. So if you watch that video, it's part of what you can do. I don't know, guys. I mean, I like her the way she is. I've really got to dig in and figure out what that sound is. It's, like I said, it's between the... If you get next to the frame itself, you can hear it, and it sounds like it's in the head. So I don't know if there's something with one of the valves, or... I mean, I don't think any of the cam holder bolts would come out, but it's something I got to look into. So, like I said, I'll tear her down and either get lots of pictures and do like a time lapse of it, or maybe video. As far as mods go, for now, at least they are on hold until I can figure out what's going on. I'm hoping not to replace the engine because that crap's just expensive. For the most part, I want to tear her down. I want to get her super clean, super nice. Hopefully just find something a little newer, less mileage, you know, as a daily abuse bike, and just keep her for nice days. For now, like I said, a good cleaning, finish the paint, and figure out what's going on in the engine. And after that, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you can see she's dirty. She needs some cleaning. I don't know, guys. I mean, you tell me. What do you think? 45,000 mile bike with a weird tappy, ticky sound in the engine. You know, how much money would you really invest in it for now? And then again, I don't make some ridiculous amount of money. I'm an average guy, so I don't have a boatload to drop into her, or she would have all sorts of nice bits on her already. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'd love to have gone and rode. It is, I mean, it's gorgeous out today. It's ridiculous out today, but I've got a lot to do before work, and I hate being under time constraint to go ride. I wanted to get something in, so sorry for doing it in the shed again. Alright, guys, I guess for now, that is it. I will try to get another video out early next week. I'm going to shoot for 2 again next week. We'll see how that goes with the weather. But you guys be safe, and I will see you in the next video.